This fruity piece of architecture behind me is the only one of its kind in Britain to feature a pineapple on such a large scale. But where is it and where am I? Well, keep watching because all will be revealed in just a moment. In today's show, I'll be bringing together a creative couple who currently live 400 miles apart, but want to find their forever home in the country. And they start off being rather polite about our houses.
Very nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
Nice room.
Nice and bright.
Yeah.
But then the smiles just keep on coming.
Windows in 3 directions. That's fabulous.
Yes,
Yeah.
great views.
Yeah.
Today we're in central Scotland and this is the Pineapple House in Dunmore Park near Stirling. Originally built as a summer pavilion in 1761, the 45-foot pineapple dome was added in the late 1770s by John Murray, the 4th Earl of Dunmore, after his return from America where he'd been serving as the governor of Virginia. Now, Virginia itself was a state where pineapples were traditionally seen as a symbol of wealth and hospitality. Well, I can certainly say I'm feeling very welcome in these surroundings, which is no surprise when you consider the beautiful scenery that's on offer. Today we're in central Scotland and an area known as the Forth Valley, which takes in Stirling, Falkirk and Clackmannanshire. In the late 13th century, Stirling itself was strategically important as the gateway to the Highlands, with its navigable crossing over the Forth River. The region surrounding the city and one-time Scottish capital is lush and green, with magnificent countryside. And one of the highlights is the stunning area of Loch Lomond, which along with the Trossachs became Scotland's first national park in 2002. The Forth Valley is a great location for those wanting a rural bolt hole within commuting distance of Edinburgh and Glasgow. But house prices in the area vary significantly. Take Clackmannanshire. A detached house here will set you back some £29,000 less than the Scottish average of £226,000. Head to Stirling and closer to the desired landscapes of the Highlands, and the same house will be £13,000 more than the national average. So with that in mind, let's take a look at what's currently on the market. For just under £250,000, you could buy a large slice of this barn conversion development close to Drimmen Village. It has a high-spec modern kitchen and a spacious sitting room, which features a wood burner for those winter nights. The 3 bedrooms are light, with plenty of room for storage. This 3-bedroom country home in the Upper Bridge of Allen could be yours for offers over £415,000. The interior provides a harmonious mix of styles, from the rustic kitchen diner with a range to the modern extension with a feature window offering fantastic views. For top budgets, this 4-bedroom 1820s house in Larbert has been much extended. On the market for offers over £735,000, it has a large sitting room with feature fireplace, a welcoming entrance hall, and there's even a dedicated games room. Some delightful houses there, but time now to meet today's buyers who are ready to call this beautiful part of Scotland home. After 11 years of living and working in Moscow, our house buyers have returned to the UK and are in the process of putting their master plan of moving to Scotland into practice. Unfortunately, that means they have to live apart. Cora is in Bristol tying up the sale of their 4-bedroom family home, while Ian, a GP, is already working in the Stirling area and is currently staying at his mother's. Although there's 400 miles between them, they're very much in tune with why they want a new lifestyle in the country.
I think it'll be a much happier, more relaxed lifestyle for both of us. The main advantages for moving are really for my husband. He longs for the countryside, for peace and for views. He's quite a creative person and he thinks in terms of expressing himself through music.
Of course, you have these wonderful open spaces. You have the mountains and the forests and the rivers and the lochs, and it's just wonderful. And to be able to go out and walk in that environment and begin to be kind of attuned to nature, it just makes all the difference for creativity and thinking up musical tunes or thinking of poetry or literature or whatever it might be.
Ian may yearn for that rural openness, but Cora also wants community to be close by.
As far as location is concerned, I don't want to be completely isolated. So village life, or just outside a village, or one of these farmhouse steadings where they have 3 or 4 families sharing original farmhouse buildings that have been converted, would be perfect for us.
They viewed around 10 properties, and it seems the Scandinavian style of their Bristol home with its large rooms has clearly influenced the wish list for their next property.
What I would really like, I think, is a big entrance space so that you get plenty of light and a feeling of spaciousness. Another thing that we would like to have is space in the kitchen where the family could gather around a table.
We've enjoyed having a big lounge, and we'd like that again. Ian's toying with the idea of getting a grand piano. We'd love to have a good garden again, and we love to eat outside. In fact, when possible, we have all 3 meals out in the garden.
They also want space for their creative pastimes.
Cora does a lot of reading, talking books, narration, that sort of thing. So she's keen to do that, and we'd like to have enough space to be able to make a little studio for her. And I like to dabble in music and writing music and making music.
With the sale of their home about to go through, they're able to make an immediate offer, and they have a very tidy sum with which to purchase their new home.
Our maximum budget would be £400,000, but ideally, if we could get something we liked for less, then we'd have money to spend on a piano or a new car or the various things, new furniture for the house. So, yes, £400,000 would be our ceiling.
So after 11 years living in Russia, Ian and Cora have spent the last year back in the UK, but the last month living some 400 miles apart. And that's something we're going to have to remedy, and very quickly, because they've already got a buyer for their house in Bristol. So we'd better get cracking. Our house hunt takes into account that Ian works across the Stirling and Clackmannanshire area, so we'll be trying to minimise his commuting time as much as possible. I'll be showing them a crop of 3 superb country homes which answer their brief, but I won't reveal the price of each until they've had a guess first. The last of these is of course our mystery house, designed to challenge them and make them reassess what they think they really want. Well, here we are in windy Scotland.
Yes, I'm sorry about
get the weather here.
Very blustery today.
Don't apologise, it's the place to come really, aren't you? And we've got this wonderful scenery. It's what you expect really when you make it this far.
But it always looks so much better if you see it in sunshine and good
Yes,
weather.
of course.
But you have to take it as it comes in Scotland.
What have we got to find that's going to really make it the one for you?
Well, the practical question is, of course, location. I've got to be somewhere within striking distance of work. But at the same time, we'd like it to have a sense of country and a sense of open space and all that Scotland has to offer.
Views of the hills.
Yeah.
Views of the hills. Is that it for you, Cora?
Oh, it's really Ian's.
Yes, perhaps that's my
That's for
particular
you.
priority.
So what about you then? What are you looking for in a home?
I think more of living in the house. I'd like a big sociable kitchen.
So what's our budget?
Well, we think probably 400,000 would be about our ceiling.
Our comfortable feeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are we doing with your property sale?
We complete next week.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, that gives us
So find us something quick, please.
not very long. In that case, what are we doing standing out here?
We better get on with it.
Let's go look for some houses.
Okay.
Okay.
For their £400,000, Ian and Cora are looking for a home that features light, airy reception rooms, a large kitchen diner for their family to congregate in, a separate music space and possible recording studio for Cora, at least 3 bedrooms, and along with a garden for the grandchildren to play, Ian is after inspirational views. We're getting our property search underway just under 20 miles from Stirling, close to the village of Avonbridge, where in the 19th century coal mining dominated local industry. Nowadays, it's home to around 700 residents and still holds on to its post office. Lying outside the village in complete rural seclusion is our first property, a barn conversion known in Scotland as a steading. Importantly, it's a style of home Cora said she liked. This property does come with the views that you've asked for. What do you think of this property?
My first reaction is the rendering catches my eye and doesn't immediately endear me to it, to be honest. The stonework's lovely.
Beautiful stonework.
Yeah.
Well, this property was actually developed over the last couple of years. You're looking at an original farmhouse, a couple of barns. So I think once this weather's really gotten a hold of that rendering, it might start to blend in a little bit more.
Good, yeah.
Now, for now, shall we get out of this weather and have a close look inside?
It's a good idea.
Ian will hopefully start to sweep those first impressions away as we head into the property via the side entrance. I've got to say, I think first things first about this property, there are 4 others and they've all been sold in this development, and this was the show home.
Right.
And I think that'll be obvious from the decor. Yeah. So what I think you've really got to do here is imagine it as your own and what you do to make it feel quite homely, because I do think here you're going to get a lot of house.
I'm quite impressed with the idea of coming in through a utility area for Scotland. You know, you're always out walking in the fields, muddy boots. You know, the first thing you can do is take off your boots and put them by the sink.
Yeah.
That works well.
It strikes me it's a small, neat kitchen, but certainly adequate.
You could have a family table here.
Yes,
this
you
is,
could.
You could
Yeah.
do something bigger than that, couldn't
Yes.
Would you prefer to have then a sort of family table here rather than using the space?
yes.
you? Oh, I see. There's another space right here. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of a little bit detached from
Yes.
the working area of the kitchen, isn't
I
it?
like the idea of working and entertaining at the same time.
Right. Well, this property does provide lots of living space, as they'll see in a moment. Leading off the main entrance hall is a downstairs cloakroom and a study which might make a good recording studio for Cora. But it's the main sitting room which could really appeal.
Wow. Look at that, windows on 3 sides.
Oh,
Yes.
That is fantastic. You have that amount of natural light, isn't it? And this view out if you call that the main window, is it's really pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
As an entertaining space.
You know, later when you're not, when you finish the meal, to come through here would be great. And then in good weather, you know, those doors could be open.
Cora's keeping very quiet, but hopefully she'll perk up when she sees upstairs, which, with 4 bedrooms, gives them plenty of accommodation for visiting family. Now, up here, I think you can again appreciate how much room you get with this property.
Yeah,
4
spacious.
good-sized doubles and this very spacious and generous corridor
it's
space
lovely,
running the
isn't it?
length.
Yeah, great for the grandchildren to run up and down.
Run up and down and play. The 3 bedrooms they would use for guests are all of a good size and immaculately decorated. And they can all make use of the equally well-furnished family bathroom. At the end of the landing is where they would sleep. So this bedroom would lend itself to be the master because it's the only one with an ensuite.
And these are wardrobes on the way in.
That's right.
It's a bit like a dressing room, yeah.
Yes, yeah. That's good use of that little corridor space, isn't it?
Well, you seem to like this room.
Well, it's certainly
Yeah.
big enough.
Yeah.
And like the downstairs room, it's got light on all
It's got
3
the light
sides.
on all 3 sides. You've got the
That is great.
That is
views.
something,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Their spirits seem to have been lifted by the layout and space that upstairs delivers. But I sense Cora is having trouble with how she can add that homely feel. Although it is in immaculate order and ready for them to move straight into. We'll nip outside to face the full force of the elements and see what land they could have. Well, from out here you can see your garden space. It's all of this.
Yeah, that's big.
Ah, completely blank canvas, isn't it?
It is, just like the property, so you make it your own. But you don't just get this space. Over there, you also get some paddock.
Oh.
So all in all, you're looking at 0.6 of an acre.
All right, we'll
with
get
this
into
property.
sheep farming then. shall we?
There you go, sheep. A little pony perhaps or something. On top of that, they also get a purpose-built double garage. Time to head back inside for shelter and get their view on the price. Well, this is better, isn't it? Yes. Out of the wind. But it's come to that crucial moment where we have to work out how much you think this property is on the market for. You've had plenty of time to think.
Yes.
So, Cora.
I think it'd probably be on the market for about £320,000.
Okay.
But I was going to say something around about 335,000.
Well done, you were spot on. It's on the market at £335,000. But I have to say, Cora, you were pretty close as well, so I'm impressed at how well you know the market around here. That is quite a way under your budget.
Yes,
and
it
you do
is.
get quite a lot of property.
Yes,
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, there are lots of
Yeah.
pros.
So there's much to be encouraged about
Yes.
from this property.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you have another look around?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, they seem to know the market very well, but I've got to say, I don't think they were overawed with this property. Maybe it just felt a bit too new, but the thing they have to consider is what they can get within their budget. Priced at £335,000, our first property leaves them a sizable pot to add the features they want to make this a character home. It provides them with a large triple aspect sitting room, a spacious kitchen diner, 4 double bedrooms with a master ensuite, and the land at just over half an acre looks out over fabulous countryside views. What's more, it falls within their search area.
The stone walls are beautiful. Upstairs is perfect. Lots of space, lovely light, 4 lovely rooms. The kitchen was a disappointment. It's not how I imagined my kitchen to be. If the utility room hadn't been in the middle, if it could be moved, as Ian suggested, that might solve it. But really, I don't think I want to move into a house and start pulling it around, especially when it's newly done. It just seems crazy.
My first reaction as we came up the drive here was, I know we were trying to escape to the country, but this is escaping to the back and beyond. You know, as we began to walk around, I did see that there was a lot to commend this place. It's got big rooms, it's got lots of life. Having said all that, it wouldn't be near the top of my list of houses that we've seen or come across, and so I think we're looking with interest at the next house that you have in store for us.
Oh, can you believe? I think it's got windier. It's impossible. But we have to get back out here because we've got more houses to see.
Fantastic.
Set against a mountainous backdrop and flanking the banks of the River Forth, the town of Stirling sits where the Highlands meet the Lowlands. It's here where pivotal events in Scotland's history have been played out, notably William Wallace's victory over the English at the Battle of Stirling Bridge in 1297. His iconic image in the form of a monument built in the 1860s stands at Abbey Craig, the site where his small army set up camp. As Ian and Cora are returning to Scottish soil, earlier in the week we arranged for them to find out more about Stirling's important place in history from local guide William Blackburn.
It is said that he who holds Stirling holds Scotland. And based on that, it was very essential for Wallace's guerrilla army to displace the English garrison from Stirling Castle. That was very important. The whole point of the Battle of Stirling Bridge was it was really a question of tactics and a knowledge of the lay of the land. He knew perfectly well that the only road was the causeway, that either side of that was treacherous, especially if you sent cavalry across.
As it was a relatively ragtag army of locals, was able to overcome this most powerful army in Europe because of their local knowledge.
Yes, they were very well trained. I mean, they were guerrilla fighters. You could really look on it as a guerrilla army taking on a professional army.
17 years after Wallace's victory, Robert the Bruce won the Battle of Bannockburn nearby and secured the release of Stirling Castle from Edward II. During the 15th and 16th centuries, it flourished as both a military fortress and a Scottish royal residence.
So, William, what famous kings and queens lived here?
Well, most of the Stuart monarchs, the early Stuart monarchs, lived here, so James IV and James V. But Mary, Queen of Scots, was actually put here for the first 6 years of her life because it was considered a stronghold against the machinations, the intentions of her great uncle. This was Henry VIII of England, whose firm intention was to grab Scotland by marrying his infant son, this was the future Edward VI, to the infant Mary. And that means that he would become King of Scots, and therefore the whole of the British mainland would become under the domination from London, say.
Stirling's strategic position at that time represents a significant chapter in Scotland's enduring heritage. But for now, it's time to get back to the house search and see if we can find a fantastic Scottish home for Ian and Cora. Our house search continues close to the town of Corus, which has an array of historic buildings that are a reminder of the town's prosperity, from exporting coal to the production of salt. Less than a 5-minute drive away on the outskirts of Salon village, our second property is in a prime spot to take in the surrounding views of the Ochil Hills. And although it's a little windswept, I think it could be just what they're after. Dating back to the early 1920s, this former schoolhouse makes a grand impression, although they'll find that inside also has that comfortable, homely feel they wanted. Right, first reception room.
Very nice.
It's nice, isn't
Nice
it?
room.
Nice and bright.
Yeah.
Big furniture, but it doesn't feel too big in this room at all, so the room's spacious enough to cope with.
We've got a gas fire here. However, there is a chimney and you could open it up and have a real fire if you wanted to.
Yeah. It's a very nice, unpretentious room.
Yeah.
Simple room.
Yeah, you could feel very at home.
Yes.
Across the hallway, the second reception room could be music to Ian's ears.
Oh, look at this. Obviously a musician's room.
Very fitting.
Yes, an array of guitars. And so this is obviously a room that's suitable for a musician.
And it might be rather nice to be able to close the door on me.
Thank you very much.
Just once in a while, you know.
Yes, keep out the racket, yes.
Well, to have separate rooms, that's
Yes.
amazing.
So having a separate room, a music room,
would
could
work
work.
With the door,
Yeah.
yes.
You're really liking the door, aren't you, Cora? Yes, with the door. Well, when you do want to come together, you've also got this space here.
Yes.
So you can open out, you've got a conservatory. You can imagine when it's sunny and summery, you've got space up there, but even on a windy day like
That would be
today.
lovely.
Yes, that's a lovely thing.
Along with rooms to spread out in, the kitchen gives them the chance to bring the family together.
Oh, look. Plenty of space just to gather the family around the table.
Yes. Yes, you could get a big table there.
Yeah. Yes, and it's sort of well integrated with the kitchen,
Yes.
isn't it?
A lovely utility space through there, and a downstairs cloakroom and shower room.
Oh,
Yeah, that's useful, isn't it?
this sounds great.
Yes. that'd be
Sounding better and better.
That's what I like to hear. Downstairs has Cora beaming, and the smile should continue upstairs. First stop is where they would sleep. This one is the master.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's
Look at
why.
you. Yes, you can tell why.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah, right up the hillside there.
And this house is surrounded by greenbelt,
Yeah.
so you shouldn't have anything being built up around
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
And this room's big, isn't it?
It's lovely.
And these mirrored
Big
wardrobes
built-in wardrobe.
keep it very bright and light.
Bright, light and clean.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be cluttered. The main bedroom also comes with a modern, elegant ensuite. There are 3 other doubles, which give their visitors a lovely selection of light, bright bedrooms to stay in. These can all make use of the high-spec shower room. The large light rooms and homely feel of our second property seem to be hitting the right note, so hopefully the gardens can build on that. Out here, there's a large garage block built on 2 stories, which has 2 rooms upstairs, offering the potential to be a music space for him or a studio for her. Still windy, but the sun's come out.
Yeah.
We're moving through the seasons very quickly today. But that's what you expect in Scotland, isn't it? And where better to take it all in than out here?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
This is a lovely view.
That view out over the Ochil Hills and the farmland between here and there, it's all very impressive.
When you say farmland, in fact, as well as this area of garden here, which I think is pretty substantial,
Yes.
you could do quite a
Yes.
bit with it,
Yeah.
your land continues down to that line of trees there.
Oh.
So you're sitting on an acre plot
Really?
with this property.
Really is quite sizable, isn't it?
Quite sizable, but it comes at a price.
Uh-huh.
And what do you think that price is? You did very well last time, Ian, so I'm going to start with you.
Well, you know, there's a lot to this, I think. So I would aim much higher than the last time round, I think. Perhaps I'll say 395.
Okay,
I'm going to
Cora.
say 380.
380. Well, this property is on the market at £420,000. So yes, it is over your top budget of 400. However, we wouldn't do that to you. It's been on the market for a year, and the owner's interested in sensible offers. I can see you're starting to think about this one already.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots to consider.
Yeah, there's a lot of attractions about this house.
Well, the wind's dropped, the sun's
Yeah.
out, enjoy the outdoors.
It makes it look good.
Have a
doesn't
look
it?
at that garage.
Lovely.
There's
Yes,
plenty to see in there.
yes, we'd like to.
Thank you.
We'll do that.
Although this property is over their budget at £420,000, Ian and Cora could make an offer that reflects their strong position to move quickly. It's a beautifully presented home that gives them 3 reception rooms, a large family kitchen diner, 4 double bedrooms with a sleek master ensuite, and an acre of garden with outstanding views towards the Oakhill Hills.
You can't help but enjoy being in this house as soon as you come into it. I mean, all the wonderful artwork, and look at these guitars on the walls, but of course it reflects something of the interests of the present occupants of the house, and in a sense that perhaps almost over-attracts me to it. There's many other things about this that commend itself. I suppose the views and the location, the easy access to walking countryside, great big garden. So all in all, I think this is a real positive contender, I would say.
There are lots of things about this house that I really like. The downstairs is super. The 2 lounges I really like, where we can be separate and do separate activities to relax. The kitchen's great. The kitchen's really what I had in mind. Something's still missing, not sure what.
Are you there? I thought I'd lost you.
That was great. There was so much to look at.
So much to see and lots
Yeah.
to think about.
Lovely.
Let's go find somewhere to sit down.
Yes.
Great. As evening falls over the Scottish skyline, it marks the end of the first day of our property search. Having returned from living in Moscow for 11 years, Ian and Cora are spending their time living 400 miles apart in Bristol and Stirling, until they can finally unite under one roof in central Scotland. Of the 2 properties we've shown them so far for their £400,000 budget, Ian seemed to particularly warm to our refurbished 1920s house, although Cora wasn't completely sold. But coming up, our mystery property throws down the gauntlet of 21st century living in the country. It's a brand spanking new build.
But it's a nice new build. It's a characterful,
Yeah, it does have character,
attractive,
doesn't it?
That's
very
exactly
nice
it.
new
Yeah,
build.
it's very impressive.
And I go up in the world thanks to the ancient laws of physics and the wonders of modern Scottish engineering. We got off to a mixed start yesterday, and sometimes to find your dream home, you have to start from scratch. So, with our mystery house, we've nearly done just that. Now, what are you expecting from our mystery property?
Oh my goodness, it's maybe it'll be some kind of timber A-framed, like a pioneer frontier cottage or a ranch or something like that.
That would be good.
That would be good, would
That
it?
would be good. Anything would be good.
What would not be good?
Maybe we wouldn't be too keen on it, just a little crofter's bothy up on the, on the top of
With a mud floor.
a moment or something.
Well, Ian was surprisingly close with his first idea. Our mystery house is near to the village of Thornhill, which has a range of amenities, including a local shop. The setting of our mystery property is idyllic, but whether they warm to its modern design is still up for debate. This wonderful property is our mystery house. And the reason it's our mystery is because it was only completed about 3 weeks ago.
No.
This is a brand spanking new build.
But it's a nice new build. It's a characterful,
Yeah, it does have character,
attractive,
doesn't it?
That's
very
exactly
nice
it.
new
Yeah,
build.
it's very impressive. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's, I think it's a very good choice for a mystery property. We're keen to see inside.
Their first reaction is really encouraging. Our mystery house has been nominated in this year's Scottish Home Awards, and hopefully its high design spec will knock them off their feet. There we go, nice and warm
Yep, coming out of the rain.
and very welcoming.
It's got some character, hasn't it? It's lovely.
I like it very much.
That's actually what we've talked about
Yes.
these last few days, isn't it?
Yes. Big
One-
table, island, kitchen.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It really does that, doesn't
That's very good.
Good. Tucked around there, you also have a good utility room and a door out to the garden. So you've got another way to come in, clean off your muddy boots.
it? So not only is it bright and modern, but it does have that soft, homely feeling as well.
Yes. This is lovely. This is perfect.
With a very open layout, the reception hall flows through to the main sitting room. How would this work for you? I mean, is this enough space as a living room? Do you like it being open plan, or do you prefer kind of rooms
Like
in
it open
close
plan,
way?
but if we did want a big piano, there wouldn't be room for very much else.
Yes, that's probably the only place you could put a large piano there.
It's the only place in this room. However, there's another room. Do you want to come have a look at
that's
that?
good.
Great.
Now, I thought this would be a good room for the piano because positioned here, you're looking right out at Ben Ledy.
Yeah, wonderful. That would be inspiring, wouldn't it?
There you go. And, Cora, for you, you can shut the door. So it's all tucked away.
You wouldn't want to shut the door, would you?
Most of the time I wouldn't.
Every now and then if you want to. Otherwise, it's open plan through there.
Yeah.
What do you think of the space?
It's not huge. It's not huge, but it's certainly, in addition to the other one, it's great.
Downstairs seems to be striking a chord with them. Next door, there's a fantastic light bathroom, also fitted with an eye on quality, which, as they'll see, is a running theme upstairs. The feeling of space continues up
Yes,
here.
yes.
And again, they've really designed this house well. Got lots of windows, lots of light pouring in. But this is what I want to show you first. A fantastic bathroom. Come over here. Now, a lot of space in this bathroom, but my favourite feature is taking a seat right there and having a look out of that window. Great view of Ben Ledy.
Ben Ledy from the bathroom.
From the bathroom. Or from the bath if you were lying in there.
You might just
Very
want to,
nice bathroom.
you might just want to spend the whole day lying in the bath.
And why not? The master is an equally fabulous room to relax in. And again, you get the views all the way round. Lots of light.
That's nice, isn't it?
Windows in 3 directions.
That's
That's
right.
fabulous.
Yes,
Yeah.
great views. Look
Yeah.
at that.
And big, 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 big room.
And an ensuite bathroom with a shower.
Wonderful.
Yeah, very stylish too.
I think it's very nicely done, and I can see us living in it. You know, it's a lovely home.
It's a style that they're clearly at home with, and the other 2 large double bedrooms have light flooding in from the generous number of windows. With our mystery house covered on the inside, we'll get the measure of the outside. Well, here you are. This is the garden. It's a cute space, I think, but it does have some lovely features. Number 1, you're looking at the farmland there, and you've got the
Yeah.
sheep to keep you company.
Yes.
So you really know you're rural.
And this lovely little stream.
The
around
stream just running
boundary.
through. How much do you think this property will set you back?
Ah, my goodness. I'm going to go for 415,000.
15, 1.5.
415.
Okay.
I'm going to say 395
Ooh.
because I don't want to pay too
Is
much.
that hopeful?
Yes.
You're both wrong this time, but you're close. It is over budget at £425,000, but the owners would accept a lower offer.
That's tempting, isn't it?
Currently priced at £425,000, but open to offers, the unique design spec of our mystery house certainly seemed to impress them. Along with 2 reception rooms, Cora thought the open-plan kitchen diner was spot on. It gives them 3 large bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. And along with a garden stream, it sits in the heart of beautiful countryside.
Well, this is wonderful. It's a great surprise and a delight for us to see such a nice place, all lovely designer features. There are 1 or 2 things that perhaps aren't quite so positive. It's a little bit far from my work. I'd have to commute for an hour each way to some of the places where I go to work. So we'll have to think a little bit about this to balance up these pros and cons before we can really make up our minds. But undoubtedly a hot contender, this house.
I love the light and the airiness of it all. I think it's beautifully designed, and I like the simple lines of the bathroom and the kitchen cabinets. I think I'm disappointed with the garden. It's quite small, and it's limited by a few slopes, but the house is perfect. The house is lovely.
Hello.
The sunshine.
The sun's back out, yes, the rain's over. And so is our property search. That's it, all 3 properties seen. Time for you to have a little think.
Yeah.
Go on.
Indeed.
Scotland is famous for its feats of engineering, and it's a reputation that continues to this day. Earlier in the week, I visited Falkirk, home to the Falkirk Wheel, the world's first and only rotating boat lift. This phenomenal piece of architecture was part of an £84.5 million project that aimed to relink 2 main canals that stretch between Glasgow and Edinburgh. I met with Alistair Smart, the Scottish Waterways Manager, to find out more about this remarkable structure. What is it? Why is it here?
This is the Falkirk Wheel. It's the world's only rotating boat lift. And it's here basically to connect the Clyde Canal with the Union Canal.
And that's it really, it's connecting people, it's connecting Glasgow, Edinburgh. It's something that happened a long time ago and it fell away, didn't it?
The canals, basically the 2 main lowland canals, closed in the 1960s. And one of the problems was that the 2 canals, to connect them and to connect Edinburgh and Glasgow, there used to be a flight of 11 locks, and it wasn't possible to recreate those 11 locks because in the intervening years they've been built upon. So British Waterways, working with some others, came up with this fantastic design to put a boat lift in place which would link the 2 canals, which are 35 metres apart.
In the past, it would have taken half a day to go through the canal's 11 locks, but we can float up in just 10 to 15 minutes, thanks to Archimedes' principle of displacement. So how does it work? How is it such a gentle move when you've got tons of steel operating?
Well, basically there's 2 gondolas, one at the top, one at the bottom, each of them full of water. So basically one of the boats goes in the bottom, and very simply the wheel rotates and moves up to the top.
So
Yeah.
you're moving in, the right amount of water moves out and that pushes the boats round?
Well, to try and keep it as energy efficient as possible and keep the engine small, then basically you need to have both of the gondolas roughly the same kind of weight. But what happens with Archimedes' principle is that as the boat moves in, the weight of the boat displaces the same amount of water. So no matter how many boats you have in, you always have roughly the same amount of weight between the 2 gondolas. So it makes it very efficient.
In fact, 10 fitted hydraulic motors generate the 1.5 kilowatts of electricity needed for each rotation, which is only the equivalent of boiling 8 household kettles. And standing 35 metres up on the banks of the aqueduct, you get a real sense of that linkage between Scotland's 2 biggest cities. It's beautiful, isn't it? Because this really does connect Edinburgh and Glasgow. It sits centrally across Scotland, and it's been a real bringing together of the community. Has it achieved what you expected it to?
I think it's surpassed what we expected. I mean, it's been a tremendous achievement for Scotland. It's reinvigorated the canals, brought them back into life. There's 6 million people use the lowland canals each year for the towpaths and getting out, encouraging healthy living and just enjoying the wonderful scenery we've got here.
Since opening 10 years ago, the Falkirk Wheel attracts around 500,000 visitors a year and is proof that this iconic landmark has put these historic waterways back on the map. Time to see if we've engineered a house for today's buyers. 3 very different properties with increasingly striking views. But were any of our houses dramatic enough to convince Ian and Cora to make them their home? Let's find out. "11 years in Russia, and the last month you've been so far apart, haven't you? So now here we are, finding you a home in Scotland. It's been really nice looking with you, but there's urgency, isn't there?
Yes.
You've got a week before you're
Yes, we're going to be homeless in a few days' time.
Exactly. So 3 properties you've seen with us. You've had a bit of time to think about them. So we started with the steading, and that's something that it was on your wish list.
Yes.
Rewind yourself back. How did you feel when you approached the property?
I mean, we like the idea of steading because it gives you the chance to be in the countryside and yet have a little bit of a community. We were a little bit disappointed as we approached that. It's hard to say, the weather was awful, uncharacteristically awful.
Yeah.
But something about the design and the
It was the large
finish.
plain gable end that
Yeah.
was rendered.
That's right. The first thing you see is a
Yes.
grey rendered gable end.
Instead, there was nice stonework to the right of that.
Yeah,
But
lovely.
the main thing was a plain gable end.
From the inside, it was fine. I mean, it was a nice, cheerful show house, wasn't it? But perhaps a little bit ordinary as far as the finish was concerned. It didn't have a lot of character to
No, it was adequate, it was fine, it just wasn't inspiring.
it. Yeah.
But one of the key features of that property, and one of the reasons we showed it to you, is because of the price.
Yes.
We would have had some money left over with that
Yes.
property.
Yeah.
Yes, we could have gone on a world cruise or taken early retirement or something.
So, for the second property, we took you further north, closer to Dollar,
Yes.
Clackmannanshire. What did you think of that one, the White House?
Attractive front,
Yes.
quite a gracious setting in its grounds.
Yes, that long
Big
drive
garden.
up to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a fun house too. You know, the work that had already been done.
It was nicely done, yeah.
It was,
Nice
yeah.
bathrooms.
Yeah, I mean, we liked that. It felt home. It felt lived in. And there was also a nice conservatory in the front, which would have
Yeah.
been fun. South-facing conservatory, which
Yeah.
could be lovely in the summer.
Yeah.
And the kitchen, how did that work for you in that property?
It was fine, it was nice. I preferred the kitchen in the third property.
Aha. So the third, the mystery house. Now, that was a mystery because it was only 3 weeks old, and after your comments about the first property seeming new, I wasn't sure how you'd take to the mystery. But it had a lot more character.
Yes.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It was beautifully
Yeah.
designed, very nicely decorated and lovely feel to it, light and airy.
Yeah.
Very, very
Finished to a
nice.
very high quality, high standard.
Yes.
And in a spectacular setting, really, with views out towards Flanders Moss and northwards towards Benledi. The small garden is a problem. The small north-facing garden is a little bit of a disappointment, or isn't it? It detracts somewhat from the otherwise wonderful.
Lovely house.
What is the plan? What will you do next over the next few days?
Well, I need to go home and pack up our home in Bristol. You have to go back to work. And we may have to put our things into storage
Yeah,
and,
yes, it's quite
rent
likely,
somewhere
isn't
for a
it?
little while until we can
Yeah.
find something that's just right to move on. We don't want to move again. If we can find the right property that'll do us now on into retirement, that would be perfect.
Well, I hope you do find somewhere very soon, sooner than you being homeless. And when you throw one of these infamous parties, can I come along?
What impression have we given?
You'll be very welcome.
Thank you. Well, we really have braved the elements this week in our quest to find the perfect property for Ian and Cora. And it has been somewhat of a battle to find a house that meets their needs for both practicality and inspiration all in one. Now, I think that we came close, but their search continues. And they'd better get their skates on, as they've only got a week before their house is sold. I'll see you next time on Escape to the Country. If you would like to escape to the country in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland or England and need our help, please apply online at bbc.co.uk/be on a show.